Hello, this is Steve Shaw, and I'm going to do a pour this morning with a swipe. And I have four colors going, but before I do the pour, I felt like this was a good time that we need to have a serious talk. We need to talk about addiction, and more specifically, addiction to acrylic pour videos. What is it about those things? This morning before I came downstairs to come in my studio and work, I went on acrylicpour.com and looked at some more YouTube and looked up acrylic pour. I got stuck watching like 3 or 4 videos. What is it about those things? They're addictive. You can't stop watching them. Oh, do they put Floetrol in with their paint? Oh, do they use what? Oh, is she gonna do a swipe? Is it gonna be a black swipe or a white swipe? Or are they gonna tilt? How big is it? What's the ratio of silicone to paint? It's crazy. And you watch and you watch and you watch, and then finally comes the big moment where the paint actually meets the canvas. And that is just magical. I don't know if you're like me, but I get totally sucked into it. And you're just watching as this whole little universe like evolves in front of your eyes. It's just amazing. So I guess my only warning would be, and of course I'm joking around here about the addiction part, but be careful if you like making these paintings. Don't get caught up watching video after video, unless they're mine, of course. But get in your studio, get in your kitchen, and mix up some paints and pour them on a piece of canvas. Don't spend all day watching somebody else do it. Watch 1 or 2, get some ideas, try them, and don't be overwhelmed. I did a search on YouTube for acrylic pour, and I came up with 740,000 hits. So you could spend a lifetime watching these videos. So watch a few, don't get overwhelmed, but get into your kitchen, get in your studio, mix some paint, pour some paint, let the paint hit the canvas and have some fun with it. All right, on that note, let's do a pour. All right, so this morning I'm gonna be working on a 12 by 12 canvas. I've got a dark blue. As you may know, blues are my favorite color. A lighter blue, kind of a teal. I also have, I'd almost call it a white, but I didn't want to go just pure white. So this is white with just a little bit of purple into it. So it just got a little kind of purple hue to it. I wanted to share with you one other thing, a nice little secret that I've discovered. Next time you're at Lowe's or Home Depot, they usually have a little rack in the back with paint on it that was mistakes. I found this little 7-8 ounce jar that somebody messed up, and it is a beautiful yellow color, but most importantly, look at that price up there. This whole thing was 50 cents, and the color is absolutely beautiful. That's just gorgeous canary yellow. So I'm going to be using a little bit of that. I haven't put anything into this at all, so I'll just leave it to the side. On these paints, my white has a little bit of, instead of Floetrol, I'm trying out the Zinsser Booster Medium. I believe it's the same concept, but I've added a little bit of that, so hopefully it'll flow better and not craze, which means crack when it dries. Haven't added anything to these except a little bit of water. No, just the Zinsser Booster. So I'm going to take my silicone. I haven't tried the treadmill silicone yet, but I will eventually. This is just what I picked up at Lowe's. I'm going to do nice squirt in there, nice squirt in there, nothing in the white. And I've got a little cup of red over here just in case I feel crazy. I'll hit a little in there. Okay, so for us to do this pour, especially if it's going to be a swipe, I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm not going to do a flip cup or anything. I'm just going to kind of pour this on. And I know usually I use different stirring sticks, but these are 2 shades of blue, and they're going to be mixing up some anyway. So gave those a couple of spins. And let's just pour. Again, no real rhyme or reason. Gonna hit that up there, that across there. I'm gonna leave a little bit extra in case I want to hit some more. Blue going across. Boom, boom, boom. Little puddle, little puddle. All right, looking pretty. Now let's do a little bit of this yellow. I'm just gonna hit it in some spots. Yellow, yellow, and maybe a little streak across there. Again, there's nothing in this yellow except just the way it came from the store. All right, the question is, do I need to get any color in there? I am gonna get, I think for the pull part, I think I'm gonna need a little more paint just in that area. All right, pouring the rest of this dark blue. Gonna hit a little bit of this white just around. A little shot up there. Again, I love working intuitively, which just means I don't plan anything out. I don't overthink it. You know what I'm gonna do, speaking of not overthinking? I've got a little bit of this red. I've got a little spoon in here. I'm just gonna splatter it on there. Not even gonna think about it, not even gonna look. Ooh, I'm a bad man. Look at that. Boom. No thought about it at all. That's it for the red. Done. Okay. I have a little spreader here. Just a little kind of rubbery spreader. And I have my paint. We'll give it a swirl. Again, this is very exciting. You never know how they're gonna turn out. I did one painting with my daughter a few days ago, and it turned out awful. And it was the first painting I think that I've totally just kind of ruined. And yeah, it was just bad. So if you haven't ruined one yet, you should look forward to it because you'll learn a lot from it. All right, here's my paint. I am going to just reach across. Wiping it off in between. Wow, I'm a little nervous here. All right, some cells are pulling. Oh, they're pulling through. Okay. With swipes, I'm always afraid I'm going to ruin a painting. I don't know if you've done that or not, but you get, especially with a flip cup. Ooh, pretty stuff there. Especially with a flip cup, you'll get a beautiful flip cup painting, and you'll think, oh man, I'm going to, you put the paint for the swipe over the top of it, and you are just so afraid that you're going to ruin it. Okay, so got some really pretty stuff happening towards the top up here, but the rest of it is still really covered. So I'm gonna just wipe off some more. I watched a video earlier today because, you know, we're addicted to watching acrylic pour videos. And the woman, when it was kind of thick, she just came back and took off a little bit more. I'm gonna go sideways. You can see below I've got, this is my pour box, which I've got to say I thought I was pretty smart coming up with. It's just a box, one of those big boxes I got from Costco. And I cut out the edges a little bit, put in some paper towels, and now all my drippings go right down on the bottom of this. All right, so I'm just gonna peel some of this off. Not much is happening there. Makes me wonder if I should have added a little more silicone to my colors. Yes, not a ton of cells popping up out of there. So, let's see here. Well, we do have some. All right, so I'm gonna just start pouring this around, leaning it around, see what we get. Really love this kind of swirl that's happening up in here. All right, so it's taking shape. I'm getting a painting out of this. Again, like when you do something and you think, oh, I've totally messed it up, give it a little bit of time. Try not to overwork the image, the painting too much, because the more you mess with the colors, they tend to kind of mix together and turn to brown. All right, I'm going to try to stretch. I've got some really nice rich reds and colors in here. I'm going to see if I can't stretch that out through here a little bit more. And I think I probably will hit this with a torch to see if we can pull any. Oh yeah, there we go. If we can pull any more cells out of this. All right. So this is what I have so far. I think you got a pretty good view of that. Let's flip it around this way. I'm kind of liking it that way better right now. Okay. So from here, it's looking pretty good. Oh, I'm getting some really nice tiny little cells in there. But I'm gonna grab my torch. Again, I do things kind of, I guess officially do them wrong. I don't have the small little chef's torch. I just didn't go buy one because I had a propane torch in my garage. Oh, the white just totally just burned off of there or sank. The other colors came up. Look at that. That's like candy right there. Wow. Look towards the top up there. I love that. Okay, let's see if we can get some more. See if that will raise up. Oh, this is awesome up top. All right, I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. All right, so I love it when it happens quickly like that. Let me get this up in the camera. This has turned out just beautiful, I think, especially right up in this area. Some really, really pretty stuff going on. So, wow, and it's getting better like the entire time I'm watching it. Okay, so, again, this is Steve Shaw. Thank you for watching my video. And if I could leave you with one parting thought, it would be to not watch other people do these all day long, but to get into your studio, get into your kitchen, wherever, and get some paint on the canvas. All right. Thanks. Bye.